G'day viewers, Chris Atkins here and welcome back to my channel, The Car Wash Chronicles. About 6 months ago I went to this car wash and it was completely run down in Eagle Rock, California. Well, a couple of months later I went back and they started renovations. It was closed down and there was scaffolding everywhere and it looked like they were putting in new equipment, new tiles. So it's a few months later after that and I'm on my way to go check it out to see what the finished result is. But as you can see in this YouTube short that I posted about maybe 6 to 8 months ago now, it's just completely wrecked. The graffiti all over the walls are filthy. There was hardly any functions on the rotary switch and the ones that were there barely even worked. I don't think there was any timers to count down the time, so I don't even know how much time you had left. You know, they had non-weep guns, so it's like half the people were like, does it even work? You know, you got to pull the trigger for the water to come out instead of it weeping out automatically and letting the customer know that that's where it comes out of. We're going to go test it. We're going to go look at what they did and basically, you know, see a before and after of what this car wash used to look like, which was a piece of crap, and we're going to see how it looks now. Hopefully it's all good. I'm sure they put probably 60, 70,000 into it, and let's go check it out. Check this out. At first glance, it's all been retiled. They didn't even clean the other tiles. They just got rid of them completely because that's how far gone they were. So they got brand new tiles up, looking amazing. All new hoses, all new guns, new wands. They've added the PreSoak, which they didn't have before, I believe. Brand new brushes. They got the hog's hair brush opposed to the other hard bristles. New signs and basically new everything. So they've remodeled it. It looks fantastic. The tires look great. I wish I had tires at my car wash. And they have a whole tire cleaner here, so something they previously didn't have. But let's go to the bill change to check it out, and I'm sure it's working. They still got this old misty fragrance machine here. They probably figured, hey, it probably works. Kept the vending machine. They could have got new decals, new stickers to make them look brand new. But this is the bill changer. It looks like the same one as before. Let's go ahead and change out $5. So the bill changer worked. I put in $5 and I got $5 in tokens. So that's, what do we got? We got $3 for 4 minutes. So previously they were $1 for I think 2 minutes. So they've upped it $1 essentially. But it's still pretty good. It's not a bad price. I mean, these days $3 for 4 minutes is kind of standard for car washes, especially if it's a really nice one. There we go. Kind of another reason I like tokens, because one token is $1. So I would only have to put 3 in to start it, whereas now I'm just standing here putting quarter in after quarter. There we go, it started. Let's put it on tire cleaner. Let me just put all this in. $6 for 10 minutes. So I should put in another $1 and get my bonus time, extra 2 free minutes. Whatever. Let's check it out. So the tire cleaner. It's coming. There it is. That's good enough. Let's try the other tire. That's not bad. I mean, it's not a huge amount of soap, but it's enough to get the tires going, you know. And then you scrub it with the brush like this. So it works, good for them. So let's now go ahead and check the PreSoak. It's got a picture of this gun, so it's going to come out of this one. A little confusing. See, the PreSoak, it's got the picture of that gun, which looks like this one, but it's obviously coming out of here, so not much confusion. And there's the PreSoak. Oh yeah, That's the condition of my truck beforehand. It doesn't look too bad because of the sun, but I mean, PreSoak, not too bad. A little watery. Can't really complain about it too much. It's coming out, and that's all you really need. Cover the truck in it. There you have the PreSoak. Now let's go ahead and test the high pressure soap. I got 2 minutes 50 left, so I'm gonna have to add more time. So the pressure's pretty good. It's about 1100 PSI, and the soap's coming out. The soap came out pretty quick. Cannot complain about that. And let's hose down the truck in some soap. Probably the perfect amount, not too much, not too little. So they've really been studying up on their car wash when they did the renovations. I'm sure they watched the little Car Wash Chronicles maybe. So now the big test, the foaming brush. Let's test the foaming brush. See how that's coming out. Not too bad, can't really complain about it. So you can see the car is completely covered in soap. It's running off the car, it's taking the dirt with it, which is what we want. So that means the soap's not too thick and it's not too thin. And you can see it's coming out pretty spot on. If I own this car wash, I really wouldn't change a thing. So let's go ahead and rinse that off. So let's go ahead and turn to the wax, the Armor All Clear Coat Protectant. And it's a low pressure, but it's still coming out pretty good. I mean, obviously it hasn't come through yet, that's just water, it's coming through. Should start coming through right about now. There it is. You can hear the air coming out. And once again, that's a pretty good amount. May not look like it on camera, but there you go. That's pretty good. That's enough wax to give them, especially if it's a really concentrated, really powerful wax. See how it just beads off the car? Oh yeah, look at that. That's a good wax. So when it rains, you won't need your wipers on. And the last and final one, the spot free. Let's just check out the spot free for now. Once again, I think they're missing something. The only thing that they did was put in a 8 rotary switch. They could have put in a 10 function rotary switch and added the air dryers, and that's going to increase revenue for sure. I always see customers, they run out of time, they finish off with the spot free, then they go to the bill changer and they add in another $2 to start just for the air dryers. So the air dryers are a fantastic revenue generating function, which I would have at my car wash no matter what. But the spot free is pretty good. It's a good pressure. It might be like 500-600, probably like 600 PSI for the spot free, which is pretty good. Mine's only like 300. I want to increase it to 600, more coming out like this. So yeah, that's pretty good. See, I only have a minute left. If there was air dryers, I'd probably put in another $1 and use the air dryers, but there's not. So, but not a big deal. I mean, that's a car wash owner preference. Some don't want to invest the money. Some don't want to go through the whole hassle of changing the rotary switch. So put in an extra function for the air dryers. See, I didn't have to go to the bill changer to get quarters. Just testing it out to see if it works. And this is the finished result. Pretty clean truck. Got all that pollen off. Till I get home, it'll fall on again, but no big deal. And just a little TV trivia quiz for those of you who watch Shrinking on Apple TV with Jason Segel. They filmed that right here. when the car wash was old and crappy and run down, I recognized that they had that beef burger patty place in the background. I'm like, oh my god, that's that car wash I want. Anyway, if you didn't watch the show, it means nothing. But one more thing they could have added was the bill acceptors in the bays. So if this jams up, you can keep the bay open, obviously, and then obviously credit cards, the touchless payment system by MONEXgroup, definitely would put them in. So you got all forms of payment, because if this jams up right now, then this bay is down, and after remodeling a whole car wash, that's the last thing you want, is a bay down. So if you can put the bill acceptors in, accept bills, and add the credit card system to the bill acceptor, perfect, all forms of payment. If it jams up, keep it open. But in terms of location's great. It's on a busy road, there's not really any others in the area, so good for them. I can see why they're keeping it. They're keeping it in the family, handing it down to their kids. I remember I spoke to them a couple of years ago, but haven't been able to get hold of them since. Let's test out this vacuum here. Pretty powerful. Truck's not too dirty, so I'm not going to really able to. Truck's really not that bad. I mean, it's dirty, but well, that's pretty much it. I mean, they got cameras in each bay, which is good, so they put cameras up. Hey, they're probably watching me right now. Car Wash Chronicles. I give this car wash a thumbs up. They got 4 vacuums at the back. Looks like the original vacuums that they had, but if their housing is good, keep them. That one's obviously out, doesn't have a hose. The worker who works here left the broom out. You can see they put in all brand new lighting, so it'd be cool to come here at night time and see how bright these lights really are. I'm sure they're really bright, so between those lights and the new lights in the bays, looks like some sort of LED. I'm sure it's going to be nice and bright at night time, which is what you want. Well guys, that's going to do it for this car wash. Big improvement to the last time I was here, double thumbs up. All they could do was add in the air dryers and add a few other different things in the bays, like the bill acceptors, like I said, and the credit card. But besides that, 2 thumbs up. Good job. If you live in the Eagle Rock area, come on down to the laser wash, because it's pretty good now that they renovated it. Like I said, they probably put in about $60,000 to $70,000 to renovate it, and it's worth it because they're going to keep it for another 20 years, and I'm sure they're going to hand it down to their kids. So good job, Eagle Rock Car Wash. Chris Atkins with the Car Wash Chronicles, and thanks for watching.